Hi, come on in. This is my dog, Maya. If she gets in your way, you can just feel free to kick her as hard as you want. You know, she responds well to fuck off. That's a command she knows well, but come on in, come on in. So welcome. This is my new home, my first house that I have purchased. Get a little more light in here. We just moved in, so we still have the paper curtains up. We still have the paper blinds up because we haven't had time to do the permanent window treatments yet. But you just sort of fold them into place, stick them back there, and it really, you know, maybe we'll never. I don't know if we'll ever even replace them. They're really doing.
I like them.
Yeah, they're serving their purpose. But so this is the living room. My grandmother passed away last fall, and I inherited all of her furniture. So we have here a full set of Hecht Company mid-century modern furniture that was purchased probably in DC or Arlington, Virginia in the mid-50s. So pretty nice to have all these things from my childhood here. That's Todd. Todd's our god. Todd's eyes. Gaze into Todd's eyes. And we need to tie this space together. I'm gonna be putting wallpaper in this room as well, and I'm hoping that will be sort of what will help bring the room together a little bit. A wasp crawls into a fig flower and can't get back out again and lays its eggs inside. And the fig in its development eats the wasp, digests the wasp. And then the wasp eggs are born, but every fig is the product of a wasp that was digested inside of the fig. And they really, you know, when you look at them sliced open, I mean, they look like you know, H.R. Geiger type shit. Very simple, plain wall, as you'll see. If you'll follow me through the kitchen.
Oh wait, look, come here. Why is it too bad?
Well, I think I can explain why. Come here and I'll show you.
Spooky.
Yeah, follow me. Don't look at the kitchen too much. We'll do that in a second. We're not looking at the kitchen. We're not looking at the kitchen. Well, here. It's a plastered up window.
Oh, weird.
At first, I wanted to be spooked by it, and I tried to be spooked by it, but the eminently practical reason would, of course, have been in the era before electric light, because I think that this house might not have originally had electric light. They needed a window to the window to provide natural light into that bathroom, and then for privacy in later years, they blocked it up, but we're thinking about knocking it back through. Then we would have to put something in there though, because this is Ida's bedroom down here. You wanna see Ida's bedroom?
Sure.
You can get a good shot of the length from back here if you. Yeah. So yeah, she's working on it. She's building a bed. I don't know if you noticed all the tools and wood that are around, but yeah.
Oh, gee. It's about the length of it.
It's about the length of it. Got a laundry room. It's kind of spooky. We don't have big plans for the laundry room. Right now it's mostly all the stuff that we didn't have any other place for.
I think that's okay.
Yeah. One day. We don't have a dryer right now. Oh, you gotta go all the way back to the back to turn the lights out. Come on, Pepper. And then you got your kitchen. We have a little coffee making area over here. Got a new teapot yesterday with programmable temperature settings so you don't burn your coffee. Pretty excited about that. Oh, I learned a great trick the other day. This is a silver tray or possibly pewter, and I was being chastised for having allowed coffee to spill on it and not cleaning it up. And I said, well, it's here so that it will catch spills. And then I was chastised for needing an area to catch spills. And I said, well, it's better that I know my capabilities and account for them than I just am spilling willy-nilly all over the counter. Anyway, at the end of all that kerfuffle, I was wiping the coffee off of the tray and all of the tarnish lifted off and it was shiny as a mirror. So then I started pouring coffee on it on purpose. And well, anyway, long story short, I learned that coffee is a silver tarnish remover. So that's a little tip for all you people out there in TV land. That's what I just said, because of the acidity, maybe.
I said it too.
Yeah.
It's so eerie.
It's only when you're right here, is it?
Yeah. Well, the bathroom in general. It's like the bathroom is a television set.
So you think that the boarded up window might have...
spookiness qualities?
Yeah. You think they boarded it up not just because they got electric light, but because it was letting stuff through?
Yeah, I think so. But they didn't realize that spirits could permeate.
Well, here, let's go upstairs and see if anywhere else reacts like that. Maya won't go in the basement. So this is my room. It's a little bit messy, excuse the mess. I've got, again, some nice mid-century furniture from my grandmother's house and some color-adjusted William Morris print bedding. And bay windows. Again, the surprisingly high-quality paper window treatments are still holding up after a couple weeks. Oh, I got this cool AC unit that has a vaporwave grid as the grill. You know, it's the math book cover grid.
Oh yeah, it does.
The platonic plane.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm pleased with that. Oh, that connects to Wi-Fi. The fucking AC connects to Wi-Fi.
So you can like listen to podcasts out of it?
I guess. No, so you can turn it on from your phone on your way home. You know, when you're like 20 minutes from home, you turn on your AC, so it's cool when you get there, but you don't have to leave it running all day. But that doesn't benefit me because I gotta leave it running all day for this idiot. Look how hot she is. She's not even hot, and she looks hot. I see. I need to buy him. I buy him baby shoes, which seem to work pretty well. But I've lost one. He got some new friends recently. This elf, and this rabbit, and this jester. I have joined him recently in his vigil.
tell me about your family.
My family, well, I'm going to see them tomorrow, the 3 living members with whom I have contact. I don't have contact with any of the dead members, just to clarify there. Although I do like some of the dead ones better than the living ones. Yeah, my parents will be smoking some weed together and rehashing trauma. My grandfather was a judge. He was an administrative law judge, and only since I met my partner did I fully understand the scope of the work that he did and what exactly it was. He basically worked to disempower state employees and state labor union rights as much as possible, among other things, but that was the bulk of his work, was making labor law for Maryland state employees worse and punitive and heavily weighted in the favor of the boss, which is the state in this case. He was just a very callous man.
Yeah.
I mean, you met him. He liked you. He liked you.
I did, and I met him. I mean, I can't say that the callousness really came through.
No. I mean, he could be He could be sort of charming and funny, right, and conversational on a surface level if you didn't know his life history, obviously,
Yeah. I remember him and
Sally arguing Sally Greenfield
tediously about Gustav Holst. About Sally was insisting that your grandfather loved Holst. And he was saying, Sally, I really believe I only know the planets. I don't think I really have ever expressed a particular taste for Holst.
Yeah, that about sums it up. If it had been my Nana trying to claim that he liked Holst, he would have said, "That's enough, Mary." Have you peed on this couch? You bad cat, you have. I hope you didn't pee on Charlie. That would be unforgivable. You have peed on this couch. What are we gonna do with you? Why won't you use your litter box? Charlie McCarthy has been in my family, a member of my family, since long before I was born. He belonged to my uncle in his early days, and throughout my childhood he lived in what we called the zebra room of my grandmother's house, so called because there were many zebra print items in the room. I can show you the print of the zebras downstairs if you like, but I was terrified of Charlie as a child. I wouldn't be in the same room with him after dark. I wouldn't go into the zebra room after dark by myself. And then in 2017, when my grandmother's partner passed away and we went up for his funeral, I learned that I would have to sleep in such a position that I would be eye to eye with Charlie when I woke up in the morning. So I looked at him and I said to him, "Charlie, let's put it all in the past. We're friends now, and thank you for letting me share your space."
So what about your immediate family? What about, so there's John Hardwicke Sr., and then you got your dad, John
Hardwicke Jr., boy.
How would you describe him, his personality?
My father is a profoundly silly man, profoundly silly, and his silliness was exacerbated by traumatic brain injury and stroke at the age of 50.
How old were you?
I was 17, about to go to college, graduating high school. He had just finished a lawsuit that had taken up most of my adolescence. He was suing the boarding school where he was sexually tortured for years in his adolescence. And in bringing the lawsuit, he found out that he couldn't sue the school because it was protected by the same law that was protecting the Catholic Church from being sued for the same reasons. So he worked with all these coalition groups and all these activists. He got the law changed. He finally was able to bring a suit.
Including some big names, right?
Oh yeah. Lawrence Lessig was his lawyer, who is a well-known Stanford professor and legal scholar guy. Works particularly with internet IP. That's sort of his like main thing. But he was an alumni of the school as well. My father was able to convince him to come forward with his story, and also to and he provided pro bono legal counsel for my father, which certainly is what enabled him to go as far with the case as he did. And then he had a stroke on my mom's 50th birthday, about a week after the final proceedings. He actually had to learn how to write again, to like sign the papers, and it was a long recovery, and he has been much sillier ever since. Smokes a lot of weed, does a lot of Photoshop work. He's happier. He basically got a lobotomy. He was lucky, really, and he was miraculously lucky. In fact, most people die from what he went through, but the fact that he even wasn't motor affected, and if it had it was a frontal lobe event, and if it had happened on the right hand side, he probably would have ended up being very angry and edgy for the rest of his life. But because it was on the left hand side, that's actually where like your stress centers and stuff sort of are, so he doesn't actually experience as much negative emotion as he used to. Why the fuck do all the trash cans have Wi-Fi? This is insane. I just want this guy. Yeah, I just want this guy, right?
Describe the ethos.
So I've always been a very easily spooked person. I've never looked in a mirror in a dark room, dark hallways at night, doorways, mirrors, anything that's reflective or opens and closes in the dark. I'm just super easily spooked. Always have been. Pictures with eyes, anything with eyes, statues. I'm afraid of things that are really large. I'm afraid of things that are over my head. Just like a lot of environmental factors make me feel very, very spooked. So I started accumulating my own spooky objects to be, my spooky objects, so that all of the spooky stuff is on my side, and I'm not afraid if Todd's eyes follow my gaze, because Todd's my God. And I feel protected by his beneficent stare. Eventually what we're going to do is put taller fencing in the back and put a gate somewhere on the side so that Maya can be off leash in the back. We're afraid she could clear this fence if she was really agitated.